Security's coming, don't turn around. We're just here to see the stadium. Oh, really?
I guess I'm not supposed to sneak into the World Cup stadium. But to be fair, there was no sign, and the door was literally wide open.
Qatar! I applied and I got my ticket.
I'm gonna catch most of the games.
Wow.
So I'm excited.
I'm coming to Qatar to see if this place is ready for what's to come.
I really did not expect this. This was one of the weirdest experiences I've had.
Qatar is spending billions of dollars, not just for the event, but it's hoping to elevate its image on the world stage.
So it's about 9 p.m. You see dozens of people still working.
There's many controversy.
But there are some controversies it will have to get over too.
What about the media reports about an unfortunate death?
32 countries, 1.5 million people, 28-day event. But not anyone can come. You have to apply to come because the demand is so high.
I applied and I got my ticket.
I can honestly say I've never seen so much construction everywhere before. Because remember, this isn't just about stadiums that need to be built, this is building an entire city. Qatar had about 2 million tourists in 2019, but now it's expecting over 1.5 million tourists all at the same time. So can it actually handle this?
So you literally have hundreds, if not thousands of workers working extremely tirelessly to prepare for what's to come. I can honestly say I've never seen so many construction workers walking around so many areas here in Doha. This is a common sight, and I'll be honest, I've never quite seen anything like it. I've never seen such a magnitude of workers preparing for something, all stationed in the same area, working on something, working day and night.
Qatar is estimated to be spending $300 billion on new infrastructure for this event. No, not $300 million, that's billion with a B. By comparison, in 2018, Russia spent about $11 billion when it hosted the games. But that's a ton of money, not just for Qatar, but especially Qatar because it has a population of just a few million and only about 300,000 actual citizens, meaning it's spending close to $1 million per citizen just on infrastructure.
I'm literally walking through a construction site right now.
So why is it spending so much money? Well, it wants this event to be a game changer for its place on the global stage. See, despite being tiny, it has massive wealth because it has a huge amount of reserves of natural gas. But in the next few decades, the world is becoming less reliant on oil, so Qatar needs to change up its economy to find new ways to bring in money. And if the world is watching the World Cup, it'll notice Qatar too.
August, everything be neat and clean and ready for the World Cup.
I've come to this area where they've actually put up a countdown of how much longer until the World Cup, and the second I come inside, there's a crazy echo. Are you excited for the World Cup?
Yeah, of course. I'm a big fan of football.
Yeah? Are you gonna be back?
Gonna back? Yeah, I hope if I get tickets because it's quite difficult, right? If I get it, yeah, I would like to be back.
But it's expensive, right?
Well, because I applied as a resident, so it was a lot easier for me. So it was very, very reasonable, which is good.
All right, now that I've seen this place, I really want to go check out one of the stadiums, so let's go. But before I do that, hit that subscribe button because I'm making a lot more videos like this one.
There are two main controversies that plague the 2020 World Cup. The first is allegations of bribery. The US says FIFA officials were bribed so they would vote for Qatar to host the World Cup, and some members were even filmed agreeing to sell their vote. The Department of Justice found that 3 South American officials were paid to vote for Qatar. The second controversy is this. The Guardian reported that more than 6,000 workers died in the construction for the World Cup over the past 10 years. Many of those deaths are related to extreme summer heat.
The other controversy that there's been about the building of the World Cup and the use of migrant labour. You don't want to talk about it, but he might want to talk about it. We're talking about the academy. Okay.
In fact, the reason the games are in November instead of June is because of the Gulf's intense summer heat.
You think they'll be ready in time?
I don't know because I don't go to the stadium.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I have no idea and I don't like to comment about that.
I meet a man here who worked on the stadiums as a civil engineer.
True that. The media reports, I won't say they're lying about it, obviously. It must have happened, it's true. Not that I noticed it myself. But I think that happens to every country and it's not just specific to Qatar. These kind of things happen in any, especially in Gulf, it's a hot area.
Qatar denies claims of bribery and over the past 2 years made drastic changes to address the human rights concerns. These changes were praised by FIFA and the UN.
I think Qatar has taken the right steps, but it's livable, like a hostel, like a dorm.
I head to this stadium. It's called Education Stadium. Work started on this in 2017 and now they're putting the finishing touches on it. But within a minute of walking into an open door, I'm told I'm not allowed to be here.
We're just here to see the stadium.
No, not take a picture.
Oh, really?
And I'm escorted off the premises.
So I managed to come to one of the stadiums. I did get kicked out right after walking in, but it was still really cool to see inside a stadium. This stadium is really quite beautiful from the outside and from the inside. As you can see, this stadium is still being finished. They're still putting the finishing touches on it, and it's absolutely beautiful.
But this is a lot of infrastructure for an event that lasts just 1 month.
But what is gonna happen to this stadium after the World Cup is over?
6 of the stadiums will be reduced in size, and Qatar will send half of the seats to developing countries. At least one stadium will be completely dismantled. But before I leave this place, I'm intrigued by this tram I see outside the stadium. They've built this to connect the stadium with other parts of the city. It's new and it's totally free, so I take a ride.
So this is a free tram that you can take, and it will take you all the way to Education City Stadium. This tram is always free. There's so many staff and security. I haven't seen any other customers, so I feel very special. But yeah, it's interesting. They have these trams running. It's literally, everything is brand new. It's crazy. I've never seen anything quite like this. This was one of the weirdest experiences I've had because the tram is going in circle and nobody except for me was on it. There's security, there's tram workers, and they come every 5 minutes.
I see dozens of workers, many of them dressed as train conductors, working and running the new trains. A new train comes and goes every few minutes, but not a single other passenger is here.
What's up, guys? Thanks for watching this video. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about the World Cup here in Qatar? While you're at it, check out more of my videos, subscribe to my channel, find me on TikTok and Instagram at Uptin.